ladies, if you had to choose what's important in your male partner, there's only two options: finances or looks. What would it have to be?
Finances.
Finances. Why don't you elaborate? Why?
I don't give a fuck about looks. I don't. What is looks gonna get you or get me? Okay, got a sexy man next to me. I've been and done that. That just gives me trouble.
Okay, so a man who's successful but then looks like my foot, you're okay with that?
I am okay with that.
Okay. So, I mean, like, let's tackle that a little bit more. Like, what's going to happen if you end up wanting to procreate with this man and you can't even, like, get in the mood to procreate?
You know what they say? I'd rather cry in a Bugatti than a Honda. That's me.
That's a fucking good answer. I fucking love that.
You're still going to cry.
I love that. All right. Ariane, what about you? You cannot...
Same answer.
You cannot. You could say the same answer, but you can't give the same reasoning. Okay.
It's just that I don't know. I don't think I have either or. Like I wouldn't care about how he looks, and I wouldn't care if he has money or doesn't have money. So I don't know which one I will prefer.
All right. So let me elaborate on that. So you're saying that you would be in a committed relationship with an ugly broke guy.
But it's because I feel like broke, you can fix that. Like, a guy can be broke and then the next day could be a millionaire.
Not all the time.
Well, yeah, that's true, too.
Niggas like to be bums, bitches too. But if you can't crack in their head, they never gonna get
true.
forward.
That's an amazing segue. Like, and I still want to get a clear answer from you, but I think women, to a certain extent, it's okay. I don't want to say to be a bum. It's not okay for a woman to be a bum, but I think a woman it's okay for her to just reach a certain cap. She still needs to be an adult, have a job. I don't expect her to be at home high all the time, rolling a fucking blunt, waiting for her guy to fucking come home and then fucking, laying the money down and bring the bread home. You know what I'm saying? But then again, like I'd be pissed if my gorgeous future wife is fucking rolling up a blunt after I work 17-hour days. You know what I'm saying? However, if she's working maybe part-time and still kind of doing something, just look
I'm like, come on now.
Just look busy when I get home.
At least clean the house.
Yeah, just look busy when I get home. Like that would be amazing. You know what I'm saying? But just to elaborate, Ariane, I really have to press. If you really need to choose one, I need you to choose one.
I'll choose finance.
Finances, okay. That's great. That's perfect. You know why I think women end up choosing finances most of the time? Especially after a certain age. They end up worrying about, their future with this man. Like the future is very, very important, and they need to have that future secure. They need that security. At the end of the day, period, end of story. Would you disagree or agree?
I definitely agree with you.
Yeah.
And only because for me, I'm very independent. And so I can't be with a guy that is not looking forward to okay, what's the next move or hustle? Like, I'm a very, I like to hustle. I like to make my own money. And I like to find new ways to make money. And that's why I say, I need a man who I'd rather have finances where it's like, okay, let's put down money on this business or let's get houses, all this shit, Like
Let me push back on that. You just said you're independent, but then you want a successful man.
He doesn't have to be successful though.
Okay, a successful man would equal someone who has money, right?
Okay.
Okay, so that being said, if we could agree on that, someone who has finances, aka successful, at least for a man, that's what success is. So at the end of the day, if they end up wifing up someone who's independent, why would a man who is successful in finances want a girl who's independent?
It's a good question.
I'm a phenomenal host,
but I do find more men being with a girl who's independent only because they know that this girl is not going to be in the house doing nothing, at least for my experience. And so I feel like a man who has more finances than a girl or vice versa, they'd rather have someone who's independent. Like, okay, I'm not making as much money as you, but I know I'm getting mines, So it's I'd rather not date a guy who's not like don't want to do nothing or like not looking for the next hustle, like not looking for the next what can we do as a business and stuff like that. So yeah, I guess I'll marry someone who's a little richer than me.
What do you think about that, Ariani? Do you have any comments on a man who's successful preferring someone who's dependent instead of independent?
Good question. I feel like men do like independent women, cause like I feel like men like they go after what they can have. So like women independent, like they don't really need a man. So like a man wants to be needed. So sometimes like it goes like both ways. Like sometimes they want an independent or a dependent woman. But I go like for guys that go like want an independent woman, because the same thing as she said, like you want to grow together, you want to make stuff together, you want to look at the future, you want to buy houses, cars, all of that.
So if a man's already successful and already is accomplished, why would that type of man need a woman who is all about that grind, is independent, if he's already kind of being the bread?
So why would he want someone who has everything?
Maybe because he wants a woman that's at his same level.
Do you think women end up dating up or down?
I think it's always up.
It's always up, right? And do you think a man ends up dating up or down?
They definitely date more down.
Yeah.
So then that being said, why would a guy want to find an equal?
But that's what I'm trying to say. Why would you want to date the same equal? Like, where's the spark? For me, that's what it is. Where's the spark? Where is like, okay, where can we go next?
I think a man who's successful ends up being, financially stable. They search for someone who, at the end of the day, every man wants to be the woman's superhero. They want to be, someone who is looked up to. If a girl can't like reach, the light to like change the bulb, it's like, yo, papi, yo, daddy, come here. And I'm like, yo, I got you, girl. And then I'm in my step ladder, my thug ladder, and I'm switching the bulb. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm a superhero.
Okay. Yeah. And it's definitely the same with finances. Like, I know, well, for some men, because I've seen men, though, they have money, but they act so broke. But there is men that would rather, take care of the girl, even if she got it or don't got it. He wants to be the provider.
Yeah, I think that's a man's job, providing security and providing protection.
I think all of them are like that.
Not all of them, but like then that means that you're looking at or dating guys who are losers and who are not up there yet. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, I think just because girls end up dating up, they should be looking for the top tier men instead of looking for the lower tier men who are still chasing for that come up and still working at fucking, I don't know, CVS. You know what I'm saying? Like, and then these guys are still trying to act like they're tough, but they're really not.